Hey guys, how you doing? It's James, JT at the movies, desperately in need of a trim, and bringing you the third and final part of the basement conversion into a movie room. So just to preface, this is the third and final part of the construction side of things, so you're now going to see the journey into a completed room. There'll then be another follow-up video where I sort of show you how I turn it into my movie room, home cinema, and do a bit of a tour and stuff like that to wrap it all up. But as always, shall we jump straight in? First day of the third part of the vlog, and the staircase has been levelled and boarded, and whilst you might not be able to tell from the video, they have been sealed with the stairs as well as part of the damp proofing, ready for the plasterers to start tomorrow, which can only mean one thing: that the room is done. It's boarded, all the electrics are in, and it's just waiting to be plastered now. And then there will be what my uncle and the guys are calling second line fixings and finishings. And, you know, it'll be where they come and sort of put the covers on the sockets sort of thing, and bring that up to ground level, make sure that this is, you know, it's sort of plumbed in, but make sure it's in the system properly, put the covers on this lot, make sure that everything's all trimmed in around the windows, put the lights in the ceilings, skirting boards. And then it'll be over to me to paint and get somebody in to carpet it. And then I can start making it a movie studio. But how bloody cool is this? It's been such a dream, and a pipe dream really at that, for so long of mine, that like the fact that I'm actually standing in this room as a functional room right now is mental. But there we are. So I will check back in. For you guys it'll be immediately, but for me it'll probably be about a week, and I'll show you when the plastering's done and all the second line fixings have started to take place. And then I'll show you when it's been painted, when it's been carpeted, and then as we start to bring shelves down here. And I think that'll be probably the timeline of this particular vlog, and then the fourth part will probably be the tour and things like that. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, it's great. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Part 2 of vlog 3, and day 1 of plastering is complete. It actually looks like a room now, doesn't it? I mean, it did anyway, but you know what I mean, like, that's really made all the difference. And I don't know, as well, just something about having it plastered's actually made it feel, my sister said this as well, sort of less short in the ceiling than it did maybe before with the boards. But yeah, so tomorrow they're finishing in my favourite cupboard that I like to keep showing you all. And then they've got to go up the stairway, which obviously it's quite snug at the minute. But yeah, and they've even done the ceiling above me, which is great. So what a great time! What a great time! So we have the first coat paint, which my mother and father-in-law have very kindly helped us with today. And then my friends Ruben and Olivia are going to come and help me do the second and final coat on Tuesday. But yeah, look at the difference it's made just having one coat of paint on it. It actually feels like a room. I'm off to go and pay for the carpet tomorrow as well, so that'll be installed in about a week's time. And then my uncle and his partner, who've been helping him with the job, Paul, are coming back to do, like I said, build the cupboard there and put the lights in and do all that good stuff there. It's absolutely coming together. Let me just get in this corner, just sort of do a bit of a pan round. And I mean, you can probably tell a little bit, I think it's showing up quite well on film, that, you know, there's obviously some areas where it definitely wants a second coat, but it's absolutely come together, something spectacular. And yeah, I'm just so over the moon with how it's all worked out. It's just superb. I've got my poster down. I think I mentioned in a previous bit, I was using it to sort of gauge in the corridor how much space the posters were going to take up, to work out what I could bring down here, if I could speak, because I'm not going to have as much wall space as I've had upstairs, and I'm sort of going to not try and take up too much more of the house now. I've got a whole room to dedicate to my hobby and my collectibles and whatever else and stuff like that. So I've said to Laura, some of the ones that have been up around the house, I'll sort of take them down and put the best of what I want up here, and then sort of put the rest away sort of and store them somewhere, I think, down here, and then I can interchange them when I want to, you know, change the scenery. But my Bond one will always be up, and I've got an Abyss poster upstairs, which definitely is going to go up somewhere down here, probably there actually. But yeah, that's everything for this update. I'm absolutely loving the paint. I will show you the next update after me, Ruben and Olivia have done the next coat of paint, and probably when that cupboard's in, and we'll go from there. And then we're getting dangerously close to having a room where I can start putting films in. And with that, folks, the construction on the room is done. So the only thing left to do is put a carpet down, which is happening as of recording this 3 days from now. I'm going away to London to see Stevie Nicks, assuming she doesn't cancel, and then when I come back, the carpenters are coming to put the carpet down. We will then start moving down the shelves and sort of cutting anything down, building some custom ones, as I mentioned, across this wall. The last thing that's going to happen this weekend in here is that my in-laws are going to help by giving it a second coat of paint, just to really bring it to life. But all the sort of setting fixings are done now. There's the air vent fitted there. The ventilation system's all boxed in. I've given that sort of the first coat of paint today, you know, the water mixed paint to sort of help it sort of set to the, you know, to the surface sort of thing. So that needs another going over at the least, maybe 2. And the same with the cupboards as well, the cupboards that are holding the gas meters and everything that's been there. I think that looks really smart as well. They're on like a magnet system, so I can sort of pop them out. So my uncle did that deliberately, he says, because he obviously knows that I'm going to be having not a lot of wall space in this room. So he's like, well, I wanted you to have some wall space so that you could put, you know, poster there sort of thing, and then sort of have it be almost part of the wall, which I really like. And the light fixings are in properly in the ceiling now. So yeah, it's all done and dusted. And it's actually quite emotional. This has been a dream of mine for the longest time, and it's sort of like, you know, and when we bought this house as well, it was sort of like definitely going to do that. So it's sort of like the end of a journey, start of a new one sort of thing. But yeah, I'm really, really chuffed with it. Like I say, another coat of paint this weekend. Primarily the in-laws are going to do that for us. Carpets down early next, and then we start bringing movies down here. So thank you so much for following me on this journey, but it's been great. Okay, so I lied, it's not quite the last bit, but I just wanted to give you a little tease of the first row of shelves that have gone in. How cool is that? I'm actually now spoken to my uncle, we had a good old chat, and we think that the custom shelves around the room are going to look better than sort of mismatching with the ones that I've got. And we've done the numbers, and I can fit it into the budget just. So we're going to build them along this wall, in that alcove there, but not in the little cupboard. That's going to be storage. I'm going to get a curtain to go across there. And that's going to be for that. And then we're going to build them from where the sort of the drop in the ceiling, where the bulk drops through across to the window as well. So obviously DVDs and Blu-rays, whatever's on the wall there that are near this vent and near that socket will obviously protrude ever so slightly, but it's the nature of the beast. And then I've got 2 smaller pre-existing bookcases that will go just nicely there. And I think we're in a really good space with it. So I promise you this is the real end of the video. We'll jump to the outro now. So there you have it, folks. That is the conversion work, the building work done on the room. The only thing really left to do downstairs, as I mentioned in the last part of this vlog, is to put the carpet down and give another lick of paint, but do that the other way around. And then we can start putting some movies in there, and I'll do a little video just to sort of show you that as well, once the room's sort of set up how I want it. But thank you so much for following me on this part of the journey. I've really enjoyed making this series for you. And it really seems that you guys have enjoyed watching it as well, which is fantastic. Don't forget to drop that video, the all-important thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do that, and leave your comments down below as well. And I will see you really soon for my next video. Bye for now.